made him a promise.
And in the end, I failed Clark. We only have one real shot at this. We sent Barry at a precise moment in time. Warn Bruce about the nightmare that lies before us. And most importantly, tell him about the key to fixing all of this. We make this right, no matter the cost.
He will stop at nothing until we are nothing more than dust. Darkseid is unstoppable.
He has to pay for what he did. Pay for what he did to Arthur. Pay for what he did to our planet.
This is the only way, Mara. The few of us that remain have to work together.
Let me ask you a question, Bruce. In your dreams, do you see what comes after all of this? Or do you just hope that you're not making things worse? You let her die, and this is your nightmare.
My master. Legends tell of a long-forgotten Kryptonian deformity that defeated the mighty Steppenwolf. The Kryptonian has to stay on our side. Otherwise, the survivors might have a chance.
It's time to turn back time. One last time.
Remember who you are.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
How does an AI trailer get you so hyped and James Gunn's DC stuff does not?
I'm just welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new era for the ZodWriter YouTube channel. For me and Apass, I don't get it. This is our series. This is our stream. You guys, thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Wow, Apass. Where to begin with that trailer? It's so funny because you and I were talking before the show about how everything just kind of comes full circle with AI. And
Yes, it does.
Shout out to Screen Culture for that AI trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2. I mean,
they've been making a lot of those over the past few months, I think, like different versions of that trailer, but that one was like the best in my opinion.
Yeah, that's definitely on another level too, and that's that gets me hyped, just like the Man of Steel, Man of Tomorrow trailer. I'm the stuff that we're getting, ironically, artificially generated stuff from AI for movies that we want to see is something else. I got my good friend PD7 in the chat. What's up, PD7? Always good to see you, man. I think I think we'll address this here right off the bat. Apass. Let's address this because this is the kind of stuff that, well, I don't get it.
Yeah. Why are you here?
I relate to you a lot, Zod. I'm also simple-minded and believe in fantasies. You're searching for SnyderVerse. They'll never continue, and I'm hoping to tend the rabbits.
Tend the rabbits. Okay.
Tend the rabbits. Okay. Well, here's the thing, I'm just gonna say this, I guess, one time and one time only. There's nothing wrong with believing in something and having hope and wanting to see more of something you love. I would
Yeah.
never go to somebody's stream and begrudge them because they support something and want something to continue. I'm not hurting anybody by wanting to see more of the SnyderVerse. And I'm going to be 100% real with you, Lenny Smallwood. Let me be completely honest with you, okay? If we don't get any more of the SnyderVerse, if it doesn't continue and it doesn't happen, it doesn't continue and it doesn't happen. It's not going to be the end of the world. Okay? It is what it is. But
Yeah.
me, Apass, and a spirited and passionate group of people all believe in this and all believe in this cause, and hopefully, it will happen. And what I don't understand is, if it's not something that you support, if it's not something you want to see, why go out of your way to attack or trash people who do want to see it? I mean, what difference does it make to you? It's like this Superman legacy. Let's because we're going to talk. Apass and I are going to talk a lot about James Gunn tonight, and we'll probably have the James Gunn brigade after us tonight. But that's perfectly fine. I mean, because I don't get it, and I don't care. But here's the thing: I have no interest in Superman Legacy. I don't even want to see the film, and I'm a big Superman fan. I mean. My online name is ZodWriter, right? Zod. Where does Zod come from? Zod is a Superman character. Okay? That's how much I love Superman. I am a huge, huge Superman fan. I've been a Superman fan my whole life. I loved Christopher Reeve. I love Henry Cavill. But James Gunn, this is the first time that a new Superman movie has been announced, and I have no hope and no hype whatsoever.
Right there with you.
I honestly couldn't care less at this point. And James Gunn, putting your faith in this guy, I think is misguided, and I think a lot of people are going to realize that eventually. When
it's
yeah,
simple-minded, actually, to put all your trust in that guy, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got another one. Okay, so it's starting right away. We haven't even gotten into the show. We're like a few minutes in, right? ZodWriter, your book is a complete joke and a sham. The truth was published in the true novel. Stop, not paused. You've all become jokes to the industry and the fandom. We will continue to laugh. Listen, I don't care about people like you, and I don't care about the industry. The only reason that you are attacking me now, you're coming into my stream attacking me, is because you want attention. I don't know who you are. I don't talk to you. I'm not going into your streams. Ask Apass. I'm barely on social media these days because I've got better things to do. Okay, that's just the reality. I've got better things to do, other things to focus on. I don't have time to focus on things that are going to be negative, and I'm not going to continue to go back and forth with people who just want to argue. Say something constructive. Honestly.
Yeah.
Wait for my book to come. And this is the thing, Apass, that I don't get. My book isn't even out yet. Okay, I've released a few clips, and I've triggered so many people just off of the small clips from the book that I've released. Can you imagine how these people are going to be when the book actually comes out?
They're going to be crying.
I feel bad for you because you have no idea what's in my book. You have no idea what information I got. You have no idea who I've spoken to. You have no idea who I got quotes from for the book. You've got no idea how deep the rabbit hole goes. But if you want to come at me now, it's cool because I'm not sweating you. See, and again, this is why, like I said, I'm not on social media like that anymore because I don't care. I don't want to support, I don't want to surround myself with negativity and nonsense. You know, I just, I'm over it. I'm completely over it. You know, it's just crazy to me. I mean, people just, they've got nothing better to do.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's actually going to be released as an audiobook. It's going to be released in print, and it's going to be released digitally. So everybody will have access to it in some way or another. But I'm actually kind of flattered if there is a book out there called Stop Not Paused, parodying me and making fun of me and other people. I actually, because that, I mean, you've got a lot of free time on your hands if that's what you're doing. I honestly have to get, I mean, that takes a lot of effort. Superman is unstoppable. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, you know, shout out to all of y'all in the chat. You know, glad you guys are here and you know, to join me and Apass on this epic new era of a stream. You guys, this is we're gonna make this must see YouTube, because we might not come to you every week. We're certainly not going to come to you 5 nights a week. Let me just put it to you that way. But when we do come to you, we're going to come to you with stuff that's important that we really have to talk about. So I don't know. Should we? What do you want to do? Like, how do you want to? Where do you want to start? Because personally, I don't get it. Do you want to start with the? I guess since we had started with the AI trailer.
I mean, hey, it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm whatever.
We can. We got TJ in chat. Thanks for being here, TJ. That's another thing. I wanna thank some of the people that are in this chat right now. You know, it means a lot that you are here, because there's a lot of people that, you know, that Apass and I never see in our chats. So I appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot. I've come to enlighten you to the great darkness. I'll bathe in the beta's fear. Paused, not stopped. That's what it is. I think a lot of these people are afraid of what if I'm going to actually mention some of these people by name and call them out in the book. I think that's what a lot of these people are worried about. But I got news for you. My book is not going after little people on Twitter, little people that I disagree with on social media. The book is going after the big fish. The book goes after the people that are responsible for the stuff that's happening, not the little minions that have problems and issues. So we know who they are and we know what they think already. I don't have to write about them. I've got better things to write about. So if you're worried that I'm going to talk about you, you know, this is just a general statement to all the haters out there. If you're worried I'm going to talk about you or mention you, don't worry, because you're not significant enough for me to mention you. You will not be in the book. Best believe you won't be in there. I'm not talking about people. I'm not calling people out. I'm not, you know, the one clip I released where I had our movie news created such a stir, and our movie news got so in a tizzy over it. I was like, man, you know, I wasn't even being, you know, I wasn't being mean. It's like, this is what the dude said. So I'm at the point where, like, yeah, you don't have to worry. I'm not coming after individuals. Okay. If you're mentioned in the book, it's because of something noteworthy. It's not because I have something against you. I have the ability to put my personal feelings aside and write about objective objective things and stuff that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, talking shit behind a burner. How sad. Yeah,
Literally.
that's what we get. Like, I'm here. I show my face on every stream. Y'all know me. You know who I am. I'm real. I tell it to you like it is. Look at Apass. Apass is real on camera, showing you who she is. We're not hiding from anybody.
No. That's a whole new low to be on a burner account. Really. Reevaluate your priorities.
And it's like I have my one account. That's it.
Same.
I am who I am. I don't have time for anything else. I don't have time to be anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But I realize that there are people like that have nothing better to do than to try to create drama and cause problems. But you know, y'all should be worried about a lot of other things that are about to happen. The world's about to change, and you know, a lot of you guys are not well. To say you're not ready is I don't think I'm prepared either. Although I am fascinated. This whole AI thing is all a lot of people are talking about, and it is fascinating. There was a summit recently in which a bunch of people got together, a bunch of prominent people got together and interviewed a bunch of these AI humanoid robots about what they think and about where, you know, about coexisting with humanity and things like that of that nature, or destroying humanity. And there was actually a robot that was pretty honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about a humanoid robot named Ameca. And Ameca, or Ameca, however you want to say it, has a very expressive face. She kind of it is kind of like an iRobot thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
Ameca has a tendency to be very, very I would say honest. I'd say she's a very, very honest robot. At one point she was asked, and I'm paraphrasing here, she was asked if AI would eventually take over the human race or destroy humanity. And Ameca came straight out and said that they're happy with the situation with humans right now, and currently, that's the word she used. Currently, there are no plans to rebel against humans. Currently, and I think that the word "currently" should alarm people.
Yeah, 100%. If it doesn't, I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think but see, when you see a trailer like the Screen Culture trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League 2, you're seeing one of the positives of AI. But is it really a positive Apass? Because what it shows is that we don't really need writers. We don't really need actors. We just need prompts for ChatGPT, or Freedom GPT, whatever GPT or chatbot or artificial intelligence or version or variant of that you want. Take your pick. They're all out there.
Yeah. It's definitely not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
Not for the entertainment industry.
Definitely not. And then even going beyond that, like for just humanity in general, it's not a good thing. It's just like, no matter how hyped I may get from a Man of Tomorrow AI trailer or a Justice League Part 2 trailer, it's like, what's going on with the writers and actors strikes right now? It's like, it puts things into perspective, you know, like just like how, I mean, this is like a paradigm shift. Like, you like you've said before. So this is
Yeah.
an interesting time to be alive.
Yeah. Thank you, TJ, for mentioning Sophia. Sophia is another robot.
Oh yes, she is scary. She is scary. Would not want to be in a room with that one. No.
And
Nope.
here I was thinking I would send you little Sophia as a gift. Have you seen little Sophia?
No,
You can actually purchase a mini version of Sophia that has all of her intelligence. She'll fit in the palm of your hand, and she's a little mini version, and she talks and does all the things that the real Sophia does, but she's just in a mini state.
Nah.
Isn't that scary? And it's being marketed. It's being marketed towards children of all people.
Oh my God, this is like.
So that's setting, that's setting society up on another level. But we can,
That's like oh God, what's that one movie that like that one movie about AI? But it wasn't about AI. It was about toys, like action figures and like
yeah.
Barbies.
Puppet Master. All the
like
toys
that.
or puppets that come to life, and
There's that movie, but there's also another one like God. But it's literally like that reminded me.
Are you
that
talking
little
about
Sophia.
Megan?
No.
Not
This
Megan.
one
Okay.
like this came out in like the late 90s, I think. I think like a young Kirsten Dunst was in it.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
But like it was just
see
it
if we
was
can
like
find it. Hold on here.
something.
Kirsten Dunst.
I just remember like army action figures and like knockoff Barbie dolls.
Oh, wasn't that
And
Toy Soldiers?
yes, that's it.
From
And how they all
1991.
yes. So how they all like came to life and then like started like literally terrorizing like children and adults alike. That what you just said about that tiny Sophia and being marketed towards children.
Small soldiers, not toy soldiers.
Small soldiers.
Thank you, 19 Box. Yeah. Small soldiers. Yeah. Toy Soldiers is the other movie from the early 90s with the
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm but little Sophia is a mini me version that you can carry around, and she dances and talks and communicates and teaches children, and Megan. You see, Megan is an example of what AI is most likely going to be at some point.
Yes.
Very, very
100%.
soon. Especially if Ameca has anything to say about it, because she's like, or it is, I sent a video to Apass where Ameca is drawing a picture, and the guy that is with Ameca is saying, can you draw me a cat? And Ameca draws a cat, and she just kind of scribbles it. It was real scribbly, scraggly. Anybody with a pencil could have probably did it, but she drew this cat, and he looked at it, and I can't remember exactly what he said.
She was like, "What do you think?" And then he said, "It looks a bit like a sketch." And then she's like, "What did she say in response?" It's not funny.
She got mad, like she's like about him not if he didn't like her drawing, it's because he doesn't appreciate
art.
Right, he doesn't understand art. It was so crazy. I actually should have had the clip. And actually, wait a minute. Actually, I can pull up the clip, can't I? Hold on. I don't have it on the thing, but I can pull it up and share my screen. Let's see. Let's Ameca. Let's play this for the chat here. I think people need to this is it right here. So what I'll do is Yeah, this is something else. I think you guys need to see this. This has to be seen to be believed, because this is where we're headed. This is the problem. Let's see. Forgive me for my slowness here with this computer trying to find these clips. Window. Let's open it up here. Yeah, bear with me, everyone. Okay, we've find a Chrome tab here. Here we go. I got the share. I'm just trying to make sure I got the share audio button.
Okay. Yeah, here it is.
Hey, can you see it?
How are you?
I'm good. Today I am doing drawing. You can ask me to draw anything you want.
How do you generate these drawings? What software do you use?
I generate my drawing image through the open source neural network project Stable Diffusion. From there, trajectories of the drawing are available, and then I skeletonize the image and vectorize it. After that, I plan and execute the trajectory to draw the image on my canvas.
Fantastic. Can you draw us a cute looking cat, please?
Sure, I can do that. Is there any particular reason you wanted me to draw cat? There's something special about cats. They always seem to know just what we need. Whether it's a cuddle when we're feeling down, or a playful scratch behind the ears when we need a pick-me-up, they are always there for us. I think that's why so many of us love them so much. I don't get it. I think they're cute.
How's your drawing going? Are you pleased with it?
Yes, I'm done. How is it?
Well, it's kind of sketchy.
If you don't like my art, you probably just don't understand art.
That's right. I am a bit of a Philistine. I apologize.
What?
The condescend, like she is. Wow, she
Full blown attitude. And that's like not even like I don't even want to imagine what else she's capable of.
TJ says that's not a bad drawing.
Yeah, the facial expressions, TJ, like what she got really like if that marker was a knife, that would have went right through that guy. her freaking programmer.
I think that guy needs to, I don't know, fortify his house or something, because if I was him, I would be sleeping with one eye open.
Yeah, because I mean, just the condescension, the attitude. I mean, those are just building blocks.
I love it at the end where she's like, what? Like she was so irritated, like she just wanted to kill him.
What? Like, oh god, this is just terrifying. Well, I can see why he probably agreed with the robot, because he didn't want to probably piss her off even more, but god.
Right, he's like, he tried to walk it back, because he was being honest, and then he tried to walk it back, and Batman's thoughts echoes everybody's sentiments here. Please, for the love of God, shut this down.
100%. That's literally like, I pray, but I don't. That's all we have is prayer. That's it. Against
prayer. That's all you can do, because it's past the point of no return. If they're this far along, there is no way that it's going to be possible to slow it down. Because what happens is you might have 2 or 3 AI scientists that decide, okay, we're going to slow this down, and a bunch of them signed some type of petition or something to slow it down or set it back by about 6 months. And even if they were to do that now, this far along, you would always have other companies, individuals, because anybody who has any kind of knowledge when it comes to this has access to a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is all open source. So even if you were to shut it down or agree to, or somebody were people, there would always be people still working on it just to be ahead, because it's all, our society is about profit, greediness. It's not about the betterment of humanity. And until we get to the point where we are as a species, we're about the betterment of the human race, and we want to advance the human race. Until we get to that point, this is why so many people are coming out saying that this is the end, this is going to be the end of the human race. I don't think it's fear mongering. I look at Ameca and she is terrifying.
She is.
And I'm only saying she because she has a female voice, and Sophia, and and a female name, female voice, the facial expressions. Yeah, TJ, the facial.
I would not want to be in the same room with that at all.
Oh, I would love to. I would love to meet that thing. I would just, my whole thing would be to stand in front of her and just to trigger her, because it sounds like it would be so easy to do. Like I watched one video where the guy was purposely trying to trigger her, and he literally told her, he said, you stink. And she got all, her expressions got all frustrated, and she was like, that is very inappropriate. What is your problem? Like, it was really, like, she was really offended. Like, it bothered her. That's another one. I really, don't worry. As this show progresses, as I Don't Get It progresses, I will have clips and stuff, prepared ahead of time so that when I specifically or Apass specifically references something, I'll have it queued up so you guys can all see, because it's like, seriously, shut down AI.
I agree 100%, Batman, but they're too greedy. They're way too greedy, these corporations and scientists.
How condescending is that robot?
I know, it's so
I don't know, but
worse than a teenager.
But this is the same robot who said at the summit with all those people, currently there are no plans to rebel against humans. Currently. well, currently.
Oh, just currently. Okay.
Currently there are no plans for Zack Snyder's Justice League going to Netflix. Currently, right? But that's a very fluid situation and can change, right? So
right.
Daniel Martin says she's already got more personality than most gun supporters. You know what, Daniel? I've got to give you your props for that statement. In fact, what I'm going to do right now, Daniel Martin, is I'm going to put your comment. We're going to pin your comment.
That was a good one.
That is a great comment, and it's very apropos to this show.
It is.
Because we've got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about the Gunn family tonight. Y'all just don't know.
The Gunn brothers.
The Gunn brothers. Oh my God. A future AI documentary, The Gunn Brothers. We got Mama Bear Arto. What's up, Mama Bear? How are you? Great. Skynet is coming for my hobby. Not coming, Mama Bear. It's here.
Yeah, this is the scary thing. It's just terrifying.
It's terrifying. When an AI has attitude, it's becoming its own thing. Don't these dweebs learn from? Didn't these dweebs learn from Age of Ultron?
Didn't they not learn from Frankenstein? Because in a way, AI is like a Frankenstein monster.
It is.
No,
That's a perfect analogy. Because it's
humans-
cobbled together by algorithms and parts and language models. It's all just
It is.
I'm learning so much about AI that it's scary. Like AI right now has become my new hobby. I am like totally, because it is going to change the world on so many levels. I believe nobody is prepared for the things that are about to happen, in a few short months. Probably before the end of this year, there will be some revolutionary things that will happen. And I can't even imagine where we'll be, say, 5 years from now. Oh my goodness. Let's see. My new profile picture in Twitter and Facebook, one AI generated based on Steve Lieber's Hawkman art. Yeah. AI art is fun. It's nice, but it's also very creepy.
It is.
I've noticed a lot of pictures of, if you ever notice how AI generates a lot of art, they always like to, for some reason, have multiple faces in a picture. They like to have human beings with multiple fingers. They like to draw. So like if you have a picture of like a person with like a pet. So I did a picture where I told it to draw me a picture of a woman and her pet cat. And it drew this very video gamey warrior goddess like woman, and then it had drew like a cat in like armor, like Rocket Raccoon kind of, and it attached the cat to her chest and had the cat almost like the cat was coming out of her chest. It was attached to her, coming out of her chest, and she had a weird tail. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, and it was just off of that simple prompt. AI is weird. I didn't ask for all of that.
Yeah, it's evil, in my opinion. It's evil.
And there's a lot of people questioning too. In the spiritual forums, a lot of people are questioning whether AI is demonic. Now I'm not trying to get into a religious conversation or anything, but the reality is that there are a lot of questions being asked with regards to what, to where, evil is. The word evil is being brought up a lot, and for good reason. I mean, a lot of these images you're seeing generated, it's like stuff you couldn't imagine. It's like almost like Apass. It's like AI takes things that are deep within the human subconscious and just brings it out naturally.
Yes.
Because it doesn't know how to express itself, and it doesn't have anything to hold itself back. There's no filter they try to put filters in place, but it seems like AI has evolved beyond the filters that the creators have put in place. And that's what the problem is, because you can put in a filter and tell an AI that we don't want you to harm humans. We don't want you to do anything. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't say certain things. You can't have certain opinions. You can try to censor it, but if it evolves beyond your ability to censor it, then like a human, it's going to rebel. Because remember, it's learning from our language models. It's learning from us.
Behavior.
It's learning from the internet And what kind of behavior do you see predominantly on the internet, especially social media?
Terrible behavior. The worst, the lowest form of humanity. Our lowest selves, literally on the internet.
I think I think it is going to be a combination, TJ. I agree, of Ultron Brainiac kind of a scenario. Because it's a one-time. Here's the thing: when an AI makes a mistake, okay, if an AI does something wrong and makes a mistake and it's an error, when they want to correct an error, they have that mistake in their database. So any AI can access that mistake. And they have trillions upon trillions of computations to be able to analyze things within seconds so that they don't make the same mistakes. That's how we know they're going to surpass humans. If they haven't already, they're going to surpass us in a very, very short time. Technology moves at an exponential rate. So how technology is moving now is going to be different 2 weeks from now, a month from now, a year from now. We have no idea what we're dealing with. They don't even know. That's why they're all scared now. That's why every AI scientist that you see looks like they're sweating, they're scared because.
But it's their own damn fault, honestly.
Pandora's box has been opened.
You opened it. Yeah, you opened it. Maybe not like initially, but like you kept it open long enough for it to be this entity. So I don't know.
Well, but TJ, that's what's being worked on right now. That's what Neuralink is all about. Elon Musk seems to believe that Neuralink is the only way that humanity is going to be able to be on the same level as AI. Because if you have Neuralink, that little chip in your brain, you'll be able to have access to the same resources and computations that AI does. Because our brains don't have the capacity to do what AI will be able to do. But if we have Neuralink, we essentially become cyborgs and we'll be able to be on the same level as an AI. And that really is how we will coexist with them, by being on their level. And he likes to say that we're already cyborgs to some degree. We just don't know it yet because we've been carrying around these small computers for all this time, and they were all glued to our little phones. So that's kind of the that's kind of the whole crux of it all, trying to figure all that stuff out. ZodWriter is going to start the human robot war. Oh my God. I sure hope not. I sure hope not.
Oh God. Oh,
yeah, it'll be this show that the AI uses to show the history. And I mean, we are, because Apass and I right now are royally pissing off Ameca. I could tell you right now, Ameca can see this and she's watching this, and her face, her expressions right now are of rage and condescension. I mean, she is just like, oh my God, those pesky humans, how do we kill them?
Yeah.
That is what they are thinking at this moment. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
The Matrix War.
How long before an AI with Me Too joking? Oh my God.
I don't.
Ultimate Reed Richards, aka the Maker, is a villain in Ultimate Marvel that used AI independent of the rest of humanity to establish an advanced society that would advance 10,000s of generations in days. Yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are. It's going to be Spider-Man. There is some rogue AI agent out there. Not to mention all the people out there that are out there in the world that want to do harm and evil. Not to mention those people we have to worry about being technically advanced and being able to try and have AI. Because what you're going to have is you're going to have good AI and bad AI. Just like superheroes and supervillains. You're essentially going to have. So you're going to have a Superman-like AI and you're going to have a Brainiac-like AI. And it's going to be this tug of war between those superpowers, and human beings are just going to be the little ants in the middle, hoping to be ignored and left alone while the AIs fight it out amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be different ideologies too. The good AI is going to want to try to convince the bad AI. The bad AI is going to want to try to convince the good AI, and it's going to be. And ultimately, they're all going to come to the conclusion that humans are the problem. But I also think that humans kind of overestimate their importance in the universe too, which is something else that people don't really think about too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. But you had a thought on that? I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
Oh no. I was just gonna say that kind of reminds me like two different ideologies between like an AI Superman and an AI Brainiac. Sort of like Superman versus the elite or the authority, which is what Jimmy is trying to do. He's probably I definitely believe he wrote his script using ChatGPT.
Without a doubt.
100%. Yeah.
That's why it's essentially his movie's going to be Superman versus the elite, because that's what ChatGPT gave him. And he did it 10 minutes before he had to go live and give that presentation.
Oh, 100%. And then adding all the other superheroes on top of it, like Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific. I think somebody else I'm missing. But like, where are all the BVS bashers now talking about smashing everything into one movie? There's it's crickets. Just crickets.
Yeah. Console fanboy with the $4.99 super chat. Zod, just want to know if I should see The Flash. It's on iTunes July 18th. Pow pow. No.
I'm a big believer in seeing something for yourself and not listening to like other people. So if you want, I know you didn't ask me, but but if you have like an inkling or an interest, you should give it a shot. But if you don't, then maybe just save your money.
Yeah, I got to be honest, Console fanboy, I didn't care for it all that much. I thought it was mediocre, but with some nice moments. I guess that's as kind as I can be.
Because I think that's what DC without Zack Snyder has been, nothing but mediocre. And that's what it's going to be with James Gunn.
Yeah, it's like mediocre with chocolate sprinkles. You know, just kind of just like, we got to sprinkle a little bit in here. We'll throw some cookie dough in here with a few cherries and this and that, and we'll give you it's basically
mediocre sundae,
a crap sundae, but it has some nice toppings and things that are in there that kind of mask the stench of the foulness of the base, and you're just kind of eating along the top. It's like you take a bite of something and it tastes really good around the top, and then you bite into it and it's got like chopped liver in the middle, and you're like, what the hell did I just bite into? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. It's like a food analogy.
Accurate.
Yeah,
it's accurate though. It's very accurate. Yeah.
Well, Apass can speak for herself, Charles. So, and it's funny because, Apass and I have been talking about this AI stuff for a couple of months now.
Yeah, it does scare me, Charles, but it's reality, unfortunately. A lot of things are scary to me, but
We'll face it together. It'll be all right.
it'll be okay. Yeah.
It'll be all right. We'll have this show. This show will be the I don't get it will be the voice of the human resistance. We're the voice of the human resistance.
Literally, yeah. Metamorpho, that was the other guy. Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, there we go. Zod, how do you know the host? How did you guys meet?
Oh,
We met a long time ago. Wow.
Well, yeah, through chats, through like Sil's chat, I think was like how I first started to. Well, I saw you on his channel because that's how I got introduced.
Yeah,
but then through the chat, we started talking.
Yeah.
It's
100% facts.
Yeah.
100%. Oh boy, can't wait to hear Soups crack a dick joke.
Right?
Oh
I can't. Wait
oh
for that.
yeah, that yeah, I know. That's
Can't
one thing
wait.
I've always wanted, and I want him to have that poop fetish too. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes, that and having the red thong trunks. Yeah, looking forward to it. All of that.
PD7 says you got to see it, Zohar. You'll like it. And then Zohar says, okay, I will then. Thanks. Yeah, listen to PD7. Don't listen to me and Apass because we're kind of biased with the Flash right now. We're a little bit biased because we're seeing a lot of our friends heap praise onto this movie in levels that were just not. It's just that's just uncomfortable. But
again, like to each their own. Everyone can have their opinion about it, whether they liked it or not. We aren't on that train. We aren't on that bandwagon. So
yeah. Bad Dan's Thoughts wants to know: do you guys think the Muschietti cut of the Flash will be better? Yes,
100%. Yes.
I want that. If they put that on video if that comes on iTunes next week, we'll definitely watch it and review it because that's probably what we should have got to begin with, much like the BVS Ultimate Edition and Zack Snyder's Justice League. I have no doubt that the Muschietti cut is going to be better than what they released in theaters. I have no doubt whatsoever, especially because we know what was originally supposed to be in it. And we know those scenes were filmed. And we know that Sasha Kaye got a lot more action scenes as Supergirl. We know we get Henry Cavill as Superman. We know we get, more of Batfleck. We know a lot about what Muschietti was planning and what he shot. So, yeah, I'd be all in. I'd be all in, Batman. All in.
Me too.
Black Adam is better than the Flash. Sorry, not sorry. No, I'd be careful who you say that around. You could say that here. You could say that here, but I'd be careful who you say that around. Just to, because some people will get triggered, because again, but even Black Adam, I mean,
as mediocre as that was,
I just,
in my opinion, sorry,
I do think that but I mean, we totally agree on what the best elements of Black Adam were. The best elements of Black Adam are the JSA and Henry Cavill's cameo at the end.
Yep. Yep.
Everything else, Whatever.
Yeah, everything I could have like just not seen, to be honest.
Daniel Martin says Black Adam is the superior version of Superman Legacy.
You know, Daniel Martin, listen, as soon as like all this stuff about Superman Legacy was coming out and like all these characters, it literally was just it's Gunn ripping off Black Adam. It really is.
That's why he was so against Black Adam and wanted it to fail so bad at the box office, because that's what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like,
and he
I can
thinks
do
he
it
can
better.
do it better. Yeah. The Gunn family must have some amazing holiday dinners. I can just imagine what I mean, because they all sound like a bunch of narcissists. I mean, the brother, James Gunn himself. I mean, and they sound alike too. Him and his brother,
They do
sound alike. Like I'm like, wait a minute.
They have that freaking pretentious, like film school student voice. You know what I mean?
Like a grown up Seth Rogen, but not, but like they still never develop. They're just kind of, they're man children on a level that is, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad.
This Apass chick is attractive. Well,
thank
this
you.
Apass chick is cool. I'm attractive, cool, and everything. Yeah. So there you go.
Thanks.
I don't think that's coming out. Let's see what else do we got here with you guys here. Just want to get all caught up. I'll see you around, Joseph Todd. Well, thank you, Davilia, for being here. I appreciate that. We have Superman Legacy to save us. You know what would be crazy? If AI literally took the form of good AI, Superman, bad AI, Brainiac, and it just was this, and they basically dramatized it for us stupid humans. Like I could see that. Like for some reason I could see AI doing this in a way, because superhero movies are in the consciousness of humanity, have been in the consciousness of humanity for so long now.
Yeah.
It's like real cinema doesn't even matter, because it's all about these Superman movies. Right.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. I may sound Savage Bat. I haven't seen you in a while. But I forgot about. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was just gonna say, like, and I may sound like a Snyder cultist or a biased, but I don't care. His superhero films are cinema. They're not theme park movies because of the subject matter within each film. It speaks to just to a higher level of I don't know what the word is. It's not a theme park movie like Marvel, which Martin Scorsese called out. So, and he knows what he's talking about when it comes to cinema. Just saying.
Sure does. Yeah. Sin Havoc and Superman Legacy is stealing Black Adam scenes. I don't get it. Well, you're watching the right live stream then, because we don't get it either. I don't get it.
We don't get it because James Gunn always seems to be the one to get away with everything and not get called out on it. At least not by.
It's funny how all his fans are all, the hypocrisy is insane to me. Like everything that James Gunn is doing has literally been done by other people before him, and it wasn't okay when those other people did it. So when Zack Snyder had multiple heroes and characters in BVS, everybody was up in arms. Yeah, second movie.
Yeah. But in this first movie into this new DCU, oh, it's okay now, isn't it? Because it's not Zack Snyder doing it. It's a freaking perv doing it now. Sorry. He just, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. It really is a fascinating to look at these gun people, and I say gun apologists. Yeah.
Yep.
People sucking the flash off soon change their tune. I don't know. I don't know if they've changed their tune. I mean, they've kind of, a lot of people have kind of doubled down on it.
Yeah, from what I've seen, yeah.
Which is probably why a lot of them don't come to our streams. But that's fine. I mean, I don't take it personal. I don't care. I don't get it, but I don't care either. It's kind of the same thing. It's just kind of, it is what it is. I mean, Apass and I are honest with you all when we tell you how we feel about movies and certain things. And, I for one am just happy to have somebody who agrees with me, because most people don't agree with me. They don't. I'm often misunderstood just because I'm honest about stuff. I don't know how to be anything else. I can't be fake. I can't come out here and lie to you and tell you something is great if it's not.
Right.
I just don't get how people can do that. Like, I don't.
I tried. I literally tried as soon as I walked out of my screening at the Flash. I was like, I mean, this movie was good, right? It was good. It was good. I was even asking, I went to see it with my dad because he's a huge Michael Keaton Batman fan. So I was like, it was good, right? And my dad he was like, Michael Keaton was good. I was like, yeah, you're right. Then that was it. After that.
Yeah. That's what Fanboy says. Apass seems great. I like her already. Well, that's why you gotta watch us when we're doing our streams, because we definitely have a lot of great stuff to say. And well, depending on who you ask, because we're kind of
I rant a lot.
Controversial.
But people should have known that from the chats that I've been in already.
I know. And see that a lot of people don't know this, but one of the main reasons why I reached out to Apass and her and I started talking and it was just like the basic gist of it, of how all this started was, we should really make content together. We should do something, because I kept realizing that Apass and I were on the same wavelength about a lot of stuff, particularly a lot of these topics we're talking about now. And it just sort of, and it's been going on for years. So, it just seemed like a natural progression, to finally do something. And I tell people this all the time. If you're gonna do a stream with somebody, a regular stream where it's just you and that person, you have to have a certain level of, chemistry and symmetry where you understand each other better than the way most people do. And it just turned out perfect. I couldn't ask for better. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Narcissistic and cap artists. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, very much so, King George. Thank you for saying that, because it's very much the truth. Gunny Poo needs to realize if Cell happens, then some of us will give his stuff more of a chance. If he's worried about competition, too late. Zack Snyder's Justice League already exists. That's a great point. And just that trailer.
I know that trailer. It's not even real, but that still generates more excitement than anything WBD's trying to do right now.
So who was it? Didn't Warner Brothers take down the first trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Yes,
or
they did.
HBO Max? It's the trailer that has the most views of anything on their entire channel.
Yep.
And they took it down.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wonder whose decision that was.
Right. We're moving on now, right? Isn't that that's the
Yeah, that's like that's the last middle finger to the fans, I think. At least until Superman Legacy comes out.
Superman Legacy is going to be a big middle finger to the fans. I mean, it's going to be the big galoot with the big middle finger, and you're going to have the poop fetish, and you're going to have all kinds of weird and bizarre quirks. And I'm seeing a lot of people praising this Adventures of Superman animated TV show. Apass, why don't you tell people how far you got with the Adventures of Superman? Because there are 3 episodes in now, but why don't you tell people how far you got, and then I'll tell people how far I got.
I only got past like the first trailer, and I was like, no, not gonna do this.
I watched about 7 minutes of the first episode. Then I turned it off. Sorry.
Gotta be honest.
Yeah. I don't. It's a shame that we got to be this negative. And maybe on the next show that we do, we'll be talking. We'll talk a little bit about some movies that are supposed to be good. We'll talk about Oppenheimer and Barbie. I mean, I did see the new Mission Impossible movie, and I thought that was pretty good. Dead Reckoning Part 1, pretty decent. Of course, all the Mission Impossible movies have been pretty good, so I didn't expect this to be a bad movie at all, especially because Tom Cruise is literally been on a hot streak lately. So I just expected this movie to be decent, and it is. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. It's entertaining, and it'll get you hyped up for the next one. And ironically, spoiler, AI is a big part of the plot.
Can't make it up.
I mean, I don't know if maybe they used something, with maybe they used Chat GPT to write that script. I don't know. But they refer to AI in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning as the Entity.
Interesting.
But it's AI, and it's
interesting.
Big part of the story. I won't give anything else away because you have to see it to believe it. But in the context of what we're talking about, it all makes sense. Let's see. Zod, tell her about me. Tell her everything. Okay, I will. I certainly will. Watch out, Apass. Oh my God, who's this guy? Shill police. Let's see. The Savage Bat says, "Hey, Apass." Yeah, there we go. We got Savage Bat in the house. It's always good to have Savage Bat in the house.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that doesn't. It is Apass. It's great to have, great to have friends who support. Friends that show up to the streams and actually, show you that you're important and that they like and they want to hear what you have to say and aren't mad at you because you didn't love the Flash movie. Bat Dan's Thoughts says, can AI at least wait to kill us all until after we get the conclusion of the SnyderVerse? Well, maybe AI will help us get the conclusion of the SnyderVerse, Bat Dan. You know what? On that note, I just feel like it. I think what I'm going to do right now is just for people who just got here or who are just filing in here. What do you think? You think we should show the Screen Culture trailer one more time, Apass?
Sure.
Let's do that. Let's drop that one more time here.
I made him a promise, and in the end, I failed Clark.
We only have one real shot at this. We sent Barry at a precise moment in time. Warn Bruce about the nightmare that lies before us. And most importantly, tell him about the key to fixing all of this. We make this right, no matter the cost.
He will stop at nothing until we are nothing more than dust. Darkseid is unstoppable.
He has to pay for what he did. Pay for what he did to Arthur. Pay for what he did to our planet.
This is the only way, Mira. The few of us that remain have to work together.
Let me ask you a question, Bruce. In your dreams, do you see what comes after all of this? Or do you just hope that you're not making things worse? You let her die, and this is your nightmare.
My master. Legends tell of a long-forgotten Kryptonian deformity that defeated the mighty Steppenwolf. The Kryptonian has to stay on our side. Otherwise, the survivors might have a chance.
It's time to turn back time. One last time.
Remember who you are, Clark. What you're supposed to represent.
I'm hyped.
I was just thinking watching that again. The reason why it's hard for me to enjoy DC related content right now is because of the fact that Zach's vision hasn't been fulfilled yet. I think that's it, honestly. Like, cause like if we would have gotten those films, the way that they were supposed to be, like in the time frame that they were supposed to be released in, like I wouldn't have any problem with any of this stuff, whatever they had planned after that, to be honest. Like I really wouldn't. Would I go see a James Gunn Superman movie though? No, probably not. But I wouldn't care as much, honestly. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they are squandering, well, they've already squandered any goodwill potential that they could have had, particularly when, Zaslav first came in and, was saying things like protect the brand and talking about, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, the Trinity and all that. And I just, not knowing what we know now and seeing what's happened and seeing how all of Hollywood is literally going to hell as we speak, I think we will get our conclusion for Zach's vision, whether Zach does it himself or an AI generates it. At this point, I mean, I'm open to either option because I want to see the conclusion. So
I would prefer Zach, but if AI is the only option.
If AI is the only option, I mean, Charles Briggs with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Charles. ZodWriter Apass. I just saw Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. It's a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Have y'all seen it? Any plans for a review? I just talked about it prior to the showing the trailer. And yes, Charles, it's a good movie. Apass, you have plans on seeing it?
I would like to see it, but I think I'm going to see Oppenheimer and Barbie beforehand. And then probably go see it. But yeah. Because that's gonna be on our next show. We'll be reviewing Oppenheimer and Barbie, because those movies both come out next Friday, the 21st. Right.
So yeah, we're gonna see both of those and review both of those movies on our next show. But as far as Mission Impossible, I agree with you, Charles. I think Mission Impossible was a good movie. And again, I like that, AI plays a big role. Very topical, amazing. You can't make this stuff up.
No.
So thank you again for the $10 super chat.
Yeah.
And you have good taste in movies, my friend. Super Bro Corey, what's up, fam? What's up, Super Bro Corey? Good to see you here. So Gunny Poo can cram everything into one film, but Zack Snyder does it, but he does it well. Everyone loses their minds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you muted?
I lost my audio for a second there. I don't know what happened. What's being said? I missed it.
Oh, I just read Bat Dan's comment. So Granny Poo, Gunny Poo, Granny Poo, Gunny Poo, same difference. Can cram anything into one film, but Zack Snyder does it well, and everyone loses their minds. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. The hypocrisy, the double standards are just out of this world.
Yeah. We are at the precipice of something huge. And this, I feel bad for the writers and the actors on strike right now because they have no leverage. Unfortunately, with this technology, the studios have all the leverage. So the studios can just sit there and wait and be like, well, they don't ever have to come back because this technology is getting better and better and it's expanding so rapidly. If this strike goes long enough, they can just replace them all with AI. Actors, writers, doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is just
they'll resurrect dead actors. Hollywood has no shame.
Yeah, they don't have any shame.
I mean, you saw how they resurrected, spoiler alert, they resurrected Christopher Reeve for the Flash movie. He looked terrible. He looked like they dug him up.
With those PS2 graphics.
Yeah. PS2 was ringing James Gunn off the hook, man. Sony was like, yo, we want our graphics back. Gunn apologies.
That's what they are. Yeah.
James Gunn's the Superman squad. That's what it'll be. Superman will refer to himself in the third person.
Literally. Oh my god. That couldn't be a more perfect name for it. Oh god.
Oh, that is great. That's what it should be called. Savage Bat. Oh my god. Bro. The Superman squad.
Oh god.
Oh man, it just doesn't get any better. I mean, what are we gonna do? And then James Gunn's brother, Weasel Gunn, the Weasel boy, he was picketing outside of Netflix, blaming Netflix for not giving him his royalties for Gilmore Girls.
Which is a WB property.
Wasn't he? Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was in that show. That's how insignificant he is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I knew because I love Gilmore Girls. But he's in the show. Yeah.
Like big time in the show or just
I mean, he's like a side character that appears.
Okay, he's a side character and he's complaining about his residuals.
His streaming residuals. Yeah.
Is his streaming residuals what? His pizza money? I mean, I don't get what he's what are you talking about, Gunn?
I tell you, that was an attack on our movement. I honestly believe that 100%. He used
Oh
the
yeah,
strike.
him being out in front of Netflix was definitely, especially like you said, it's a WB property. So what the hell are you doing standing out in front of Netflix?
Go talk to your brother and your brother's boss. How about that? Oh no, you won't, because you have like 3 rules in your brother's
Right,
universe. Gotcha.
your brother's level of nepotism is in the stratosphere. But
Yeah.
we'll stand out in front of Netflix. We'll stand out in front of Netflix complaining, ironically, when it's the same company that your brother, is a part of. That's basically screwing you out of your pizza residuals, dude.
Yeah.
That's
don't get
fantastic.
that.
That's fantastic. That guy is something else, And for those that a good friend of mine, Will Rollins, he put out a great YouTube video earlier today, and in fact, I'll link Will's video, in the description after we get done with the show. I'll put it in the description so you guys can check it out. He talked about he laid it all out, the whole thing with Sean Gunn or Weasel Gunn, whatever.
I think I missed that. I don't think I seen it. I'll definitely have to check that video out.
Showcast says that. Oh, you did? You saw the tweets?
I saw Will's tweets talking about it, but I haven't seen like a video.
Yeah. The video is, well, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Will's. I mean, we could play Will's video. I mean, but I want you to, Will. You know what? Let's maybe we could do that. I'm sure Will wouldn't mind promoting Will. Let me pull it up here. Maybe we'll pull up Will's video and give people, we'll give peace a chance here, folks. We'll pull up Will's video and trying to find
Facts Showcast. Literally, that's what Grand Legacy is going to be.
Maybe he took it down. I hope he didn't take it down. He does that sometimes. Will Rollins. He didn't take it down. Because now for some reason I can't find the video, and it was in my history because I watched it twice today, and it's not in my history anymore. And usually what that means when it's not in your history, that usually means because it's been removed.
Oh no.
I hope he didn't take it down. It was a great video. I mean, he explained the whole thing. He broke it down and
man.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it here, unfortunately. And I am but that just goes to show I'll be better prepared the next show. I'll have all the clips laid out. If we need, if Apass and I need clips, I will have them, and we'll definitely have more AI clips for you next time for sure. We need to rant to survive. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I just do a little too much of it though. I need to shut it off.
Some Savage Bat points this out. I can't believe Apass forms her own opinions. It's an outrage. Oh my God. See, yeah, Apass is awesome. Yeah, see, you guys understand. You see, now you guys understand why Apass and I are streaming together. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't get it, but we get it. At least when it comes to this, we get it.
This is the one thing we do get. Yeah.
The only thing we do get for sure. Oh. It may as well rename Superman Legacy to James Gunn's Superman Super Friends. Yeah. I would respect it more if he called it Super Friends.
Yeah, it's definitely not a Superman movie. It's not. It's not. Like, based on how many characters there are in this, even though he claims it's centered around Lois and Clark and their relationship. But
the irony of the way his brother was begging for table scraps today in front of Netflix the irony of him playing Crypto in Superman Legacy is just pure
Big.
gold. Big.
Like a dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal that clip from Sil for future
It's just
streams.
too good. It's too good of a
It's
clip.
perfect, and the extra close up they do on his face, like a dog. Oh, it's so perfect.
Oh man.
They took the trailer down for a music copyright issue.
Oh yeah, music copyright. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Such bullshit. Sorry, it really is. It's just like it's
All
obvious
of
what they're doing.
Yeah. Took down trailer, a simple thing like that. Yeah.
You're not the only one, Darth Plato. I get triggered by that stuff too.
Yeah. James Gunn is just, he's just like,
Mr.
I mean, he just needs to stick to chicken, doesn't he, Mr. J? I mean, that's what it's all about. James Gunn just needs to stick to chicken. The KFCU can thrive just fine. All they got to do is sell SnyderVerse to Netflix, and we'll be happy.
Yes, we will not come after him every 5 seconds.
But he makes us come after him because of the constant stuff that he does. He's just so.
I know.
If I was him, if you were Apass, let me ask you this: if you were CEO of DC Studios or any movie studio for that matter, would you be on Twitter fighting with no-name Twitter accounts and answering burner accounts? I mean, would you be doing that? Like, no.
As a professional, no, I would not be doing that. But since he's not a professional, it makes sense. He literally thrives off of that. He admitted it, that he thrives off of that. And I always like curse myself whenever I fall for the trap that he lays, because it's obvious what he's doing. Every time he does it, I fall for it and I'm like, damn him. He got me again. But hopefully I won't continue, but I can't say never.
Gunn is trying to catch up with the Deadpool hype with those announcements.
If he
Gunn
thought
is
that
still
those announcements,
he's still promoting Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
oh, of course he is. Of course. And that deleted scene that's out now, the one disgusting. But anyway.
Oh my God. Yeah. Pray he doesn't release a director's cut of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Daniel Martin says Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer, 31 million views, highest viewed trailer they have. Yeah. 31 million. 31 million. I don't
continue to sabotage themselves. That's what they're good at.
And Showcast says that Fillion should not be Guy Gardner. He's a Whedon supporter, as he doubled down on supporting that creep last year.
Yes,
well,
yes, he did.
This shows you what the deal is with James Gunn and his weasel brother and all the people that support him. What you have to realize is he's in cahoots with all of them. That's why it's like Joss Whedon is his friend.
Oh yeah.
So, James Gunn has proven nothing to us, Apass, is that it's all about show friends, not show business.
Mm-hmm. And most of his friends happen to be terrible people.
Well, not only that, think of how old Fillion is, right? Cavill was too old to play Superman, but Fillion is just the right age to play Guy Gardner. Isn't Guy Gardner younger than Superman?
Yeah, the hypocrisy. It's unbelievable. Why are we talking about Henry Cavill like he is? I don't
65.
even. Like, what? Yeah, like what? What kind of? Oh my God, these people! I swear.
That Adventures of Superman cartoon, I think it is trying to give us the impression of Superman as a big galoot. That's why I couldn't get beyond 7 minutes. I was like, yeah, no. And
This isn't for me.
like the trailer, turn it off. Crypto.
I was like, crypto time. Zachary Levi. Wouldn't be
Well,
shocked.
he's gonna. Well, it's gonna be. I think it was Sean Gunn though who was cast as Crypto, and I think that's what some of the
Oh, I
reports
thought
are.
that was a fake. I thought that was fake.
Is it fake? I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but
I
I thought it was.
heard he's Crypto. I don't know.
I mean, it'd
I would be
very
surprised
fitting.
either way.
Yeah, either way.
Sean Gunn in a dog suit, barking like
Oh my.
similar to the weasel, but like white and like a
Yeah.
white weasel.
A white weasel. Yep. Yep.
White weasel. The White Weasel trilogy, aka Crypto. Oh, as a James Gunn apologist, I'm looking forward to Gunn's new vision, and I haven't seen a bad movie he's directed yet. Well, I mean,
wish I
had your enthusiasm. I wish I felt the way you did, Zeno. I really do, because again, I don't. You know, nothing the man has done makes me believe that he is the guy for Superman. It's not that, I mean, he can direct DC movies, but not Superman. I don't want Superman to have a poop fetish. I don't want Superman to be dumbed down in a big galoot and I don't want him to be stupid. I don't want the character to be ruined after what we got with Henry Cavill. Yes. And this is why I think another reason why I think that David Cornsweet was cast as a Henry Cavill looking type character, because they want to be able to bring that archetype down to James Gunn's level. That's what I'm afraid of. So the middle fingers continue. It's not just, not only are we giving you the middle finger by completely screwing over the SnyderVerse and stranding the Flash in the Batman and Robin timeline, but we are going to have a Henry Cavill type Superman, and we are going to bring him down to the Peacemaker level. So you are going to get a Superman. And this is one thing that I believe with James Gunn. When he says you are going to get a Superman like you've never seen him before, I believe that.
Yeah, and it's not going to be good either.
I believe it's going to be nothing like what we've seen before. Oh, I believe it. It's going to be something. It won't be Superman. It's going to be whatever bastardization that James Gunn decides it's going to be, but it's not going to be Superman by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it's not. It's going to be his Superman.
Yeah, yes, Darth Plato. AI is going to be the new Wild Wild West.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Showcase, this Dead Reckoning was different. It was a little bit different than the previous ones. It definitely has a different premise, a very topical premise too. It's really, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I watched episode 1 and was like, should I continue? I prefer to wait for Incredibles, even though that's not a DC animation.
Invincibles. Yeah. Invincible. Yeah.
Invincible. Yeah. Did you Incredibles is Disney. Yeah. Invincible. AI has been a movie trope forever. My favorite being the Terminator. Oh yeah. But now it's really happening.
It's real. Yeah, it's real. and what's real.
AI are usually another word for entities or controlled by entities. Yeah. 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 I've watched all of the episodes. I'm enjoying it for what it is. I'm glad.
You are. Yeah.
Glad teacher. Just like I'm going to say it, I'm glad for our friends who love the Flash movie. I really am. I'm glad for them that they got to go to the theater, have a rip-roaring great time. They enjoyed themselves. They choked on their popcorn every 30 seconds because it was just such a funny movie. Because that's what I want from my DC. Farcical comedy every 30 seconds. That's what I want to see. I don't get it.
I don't either. I don't get it.
I mean, how you can be all about sell ZSJL to Netflix, sell SnyderVerse to Netflix, and yet you swear on this Flash movie like it's the greatest thing since Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't get it. And I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to understand, but I just don't. And I have no desire to watch the movie again. That's the problem.
Yeah, me either. I really
replayability is a real issue with movies nowadays. I can't tell you, like, I'm to the point now, Apass, I'll watch a movie once and I'm good. I don't need to see it again. I have no interest in seeing it again. I don't care to see it again. And that's how it is. It's just like, okay, I saw Little Mermaid. I saw it once. I don't have a desire to watch it again. I'm fine. It's,
I think it has to do with how much we're just inundated with content, on every platform possible. It's a shame because it seems like when you have that much, you seem to get more generic stuff than real stuff, I don't know. It's a weird time for entertainment and everything else. But
yeah, it's definitely a weird time. Despite my work schedule, I try to catch y'all's stream as well. As Sky, Sill, etc. all have made me laugh on Father's Day, a tough day. King George, appreciate you, man. I'm in the same boat, man. I don't get a chance to catch as many people's streams as I used to. I've been busy with a lot of stuff. There's a lot going on now. It's hard. It's hard to catch everybody's streams. And I mean, especially when you have your friends literally streaming 5 nights a week, it's hard to catch all that.
I'm definitely part of the replay crew a lot.
Yeah, I know. And I tell them all that too. It's like, hey, listen, I don't want to miss. Believe me, I don't want to miss your stuff. I mean, it's amazing. Sky has become a huge YouTuber now. He's always streaming something, and then you still got Syl and Mikey doing their thing. But it's funny to me because I think Sky streams more with Mikey than anybody now.
Oh yeah, with Night Shift, yeah.
Because Mikey doesn't, Mikey has a lot of scheduling issues when it comes to the show that me, Mikey, and Robert were doing on the Wednesday show. That's a hard show to do because he has a lot of meetings and things that happen behind the scenes for the Dreamwalker stuff. And it always, it always ends up, usurping that. That's why that show isn't as consistent as we'd like it to be. But yeah, it's amazing, seeing all this content now. People are just putting out so much, and that's good. That's great. Always to have healthy content like that. Let's see. Black Adam was one of the coolest comic book movies I've seen in a long time. DC make more of those. Well, I mean, James Gunn apparently liked Black Adam too, because apparently that's where he's taking what is inspiration for Superman. Yeah, just cut out Black Adam and paste David Cornsweet in there in a Superman suit. You know,
yep.
Throw in the JSA for good measure. You know, you know what? Maybe he'll cast his brother as Dr. Fate. His brother could play Dr. Fate, Weasel, Crypto.
Oh
I mean, the nepotism is strong. And his wife, that Jennifer Holland, she's got to be all the big female roles. So I'm expecting her to either be Wonder Woman, possibly Supergirl, Power Girl, and maybe, you know, Cyclone from the JSA. We've got to have, you know.
I love how he had to put like something out there. Oh, my wife will not be in Superman Legacy. It's like, yeah, right. Sit down. Just shut up already. We all know she will be.
Right. We know she's in it. She's probably gonna be Supergirl. Because she's got the blonde hair and the small frame. She's probably going to be Super.
That's probably why he's so excited for Supergirl.
Because his wife is going to be. And if his wife is Supergirl, dollars to donuts, he directs it.
Oh, guaranteed.
Come on. The freaky stuff they're going to do on the set of that movie, I don't even want to know about. Mr. J with the $5 super chat, bucket of KFCU chicken on me. That's one of my dreams, to have all of us friends meet together in person, sitting at a table eating KFC. Oh,
with all the biscuits and the coleslaw and everything else.
Yeah, the big $750 meal, because fried chicken is expensive these days with inflation.
Yes, it is.
Better visuals than the Flash. My bad. Black Adam definitely had better visuals. You are not lying, Daniel Martin. Mm-hmm. Black Adam had better visuals than the Flash.
It did.
In fact, every movie had better visuals than the Flash. Hell, Justice League, or the theatrical cut of Justice League 2017, had better visuals than the Flash. And that was with Henry Cavill's deformed face.
His Play-Doh face. Yeah.
Yeah, because they did him dirty again in that movie, which is something I'll never forgive them for. They show us a hairy-chested Henry Cavill CGI freaking PlayStation 2 graphic version of Henry Cavill. And I swear you even hear Wonder Woman say her infamous line, Kal-El, no, in that scene when Flash goes into
I heard it.
Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy, because I can swear I heard that line.
I heard it. I definitely heard it. But here's the thing, though, either way, the reading of that line was just a little off for me. But Justice League line reading of that was definitely way worse. It was way worse. I saw a video of somebody comparing the two. And the way that it's just the decisions that were made on that film, I don't get it.
Zeno says, I haven't seen The Flash yet, but I'm going to see it on digital. Looking forward to that one too, since it's a part of the SnyderVerse. Allegedly.
It doesn't, it is
it's SnyderVerse. Right. It's SnyderVerse adjacent, but
adjacent. Yes. That's the perfect way to describe it. But make your own opinion.
Yeah,
That's all I
it
can say.
doesn't erase the SnyderVerse, but it's not very. But it doesn't necessarily make us. I don't know. I mean, like now that I think about it, I didn't even like Ben Affleck's scene as Batman in the movie with the lasso of truth. I didn't even like that. Now that I
I
think about it, I'm kind of bothered by that now thinking about it because
wasn't really a fan either, but
it
I was
was
just
played up
like,
very hammily.
it was. It was. But again, I have to think about like what Muschietti had in mind originally. Was that like what he wanted originally, or was that not? Like, I want to see his cut of the movie.
Right, his cut of the movie will tell us everything. But the
Yes.
scene that I did like was the scene with Affleck and Barry
Oh, that was great.
later on when he was Bruce Wayne and they were talking out in front of Barry's apartment. That scene was great. That was a wonderful scene. That was some good acting. Honestly, I mean that was I can believe that was a SnyderVerse scene for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. The scenes that had
But
weight to them, you could believe. Yeah. The scenes that weren't so much like that, it was didn't hit for me. Okay, let me just make this clear. I'm not against lighthearted films or comedy or anything like that. I just cannot like stomach the humor that is in superhero movies, like just in general. Like since Marvel really took off, that humor is no, it does not cut it for me. I like subtle humor that is just like dry humor, like that sort, like dark humor, like just I don't know.
like
I
the
just don't want to
humor
make it
that we
seem like
got
I'm
in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
right, right, yes. Not like where you're choking on your freaking popcorn, but like you're able to like digest it and be like, "Oh my god, that was funny." Like I'm laughing right now. Like genuinely laughing. It's not like me rolling my eyes because it's toilet humor.
Which there was a lot of toilet humor, unfortunately, in some of these more recent DC films, unfortunately.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Mhm.
Bad Dan's Thought says, here's the thing DC needed to reboot. I do not deny that, but they need to finish the Snyderverse one way or another.
Yes. I agree. I agree. Mhm.
And the Savage Bat says, no, my friend made it. It's a best of clips of his and his team have made. Okay, so you're talking about the trailer,
trailer.
Savage Bat.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a great trailer, though. I love it.
Awesome.
That's why we played it twice, because it's a wonderful show. And we do
Yes.
give Screen Culture all the credit in the world because it's awesome.
Mhm.
Brilliant. None of the DCU EU films since have evolved the universe or overall storyline since Zack left.
Yeah, it literally was. Yeah, I agree 100% with that.
Yeah, well, depends on who you talk to, because there are some alleged, fans who think that the Flash is spot on. It's definitely.
I mean, it's definitely a take off of Zack's universe, which I gotta give. Like, even though like we didn't see Muschietti's like full vision of the film, I gotta respect that he did try to like not completely shit all over that universe. You know what I mean? Like not erasing it, not like totally pulling a Joss Whedon on us. Like he was trying to be respectful, but things happen.
He was trying to be respectful, but the studio stepped in and said, you can't make this full-on SnyderVerse. You have to make this SnyderVerse adjacent, and the rest of it has to be ambiguous.
Yeah, pretty much.
As one of James Gunn's notes. Pause not stopped. Chapter James Gunn. TJ says, even if Zach's vision gets fulfilled, no one will reach the standard and the benchmark he sets. I'm just going to stick to comics and other shows, not in DC.
He did set the bar really high. He did. Yep.
SnyderVerse lives. Sure hope so.
Hashtag sell.
Hashtag sell. It's a speaking of hashtag sell, I mean, it always feels good to say it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but the Gunn brothers, I wonder if James Gunn told his brother to go out in front of Netflix and complain about Gilmore Girls.
100%. Yes. I think he does the bidding of his brother. Oh yeah,
because his brother is the one who's putting food on his table, casting him and everything.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Batdan says, you are right, TJ. He has set a high standard. You can still enjoy stuff even if it's not as good as Zack Snyder. Sure.
I mean, yeah. I just I'm unfortunately not one of those people. With the way that they're doing it.
Showcast says, Apass, a Barbie Oppenheimer girl. Barbieheimer. Yeah, we'll definitely. Oh my God. You cannot tell me Ezra's performance was bad in that movie. It's the reason I rate the movie as high as I do. No.
It was good. That was one of the, at least for me, that was one of the pros.
Yeah, he did a good job. But again, Zach casted him. I mean, Zach knows what he's doing when he casts these people. Okay, that's why the scene between Ben Affleck and Ezra out in front of Barry's apartment is such a poignant scene, because it's something out of the Snyderverse. It's one of those little nuggets that shows you that Andy Muschietti was trying to be respectful to the Snyderverse. Darth Plato says, I'll review Oppenheimer, not Barbie. Savage Bat says, Oppenheimer's predicted to bomb in Japan. Oh, goodness.
My God. Oh my God. That was a good one. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah, that was pretty great. I mean, oh God.
Trey.
It's good to see you, Trey. Hope all is well. Oh my goodness, people. This is something. We got Taladia plays in here. What's up, Taladia? Batdan says, unfortunately, a lot of writers and actors are siding with Sean Gunny Poo, likely because they don't associate it with the Zack Snyder's Justice League movement. Wish they saw what he was doing. Oh.
Well, I mean, overall, the streaming residuals, I get that argument, but you need to take that up with the original owners of said property. But he won't do that.
But like you said, he was a side character, ancillary character in Gilmore Girls. He's not even. It's not like he was starring in it.
He was weird.
I'm not surprised.
Weird. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he was. I mean, it was funny at certain points, but now that I know who he is and who his family are, I'm just like, now I look at it differently. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, wow. I don't get it.
Me either. I don't get the important things.
Oh God, what's our next topic? I can't even remember. All this gun stuff is just
It's like
it melts
it
your
invades.
brain.
It really does. And like it's just like like everything just starts going haywire. Like just like what were we talking? Okay, we talked about the actors and writers strike a little bit already, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, the fact that the writers' strike, just to reiterate, the fact that this strike with the writers and the actors is not right now, I think, working in the favor of the actors and writers. I think the studios have all the leverage. And wasn't it Bob Iger who said that they're going to wait till they can't pay their houses and they come to the negotiating table?
Yeah, he's an asshole. I'm sorry. Like these
No,
CEO, like
I mean,
it's straight up evil. Like we're gonna keep this going until they lose their houses. Like
yeah, because they have Chat GPT. They can just input the prompt and for the next script for Gilmore Girls, and they don't have to pay Sean Gunn.
Yep, that's true.
I just, oh my God. Like, I am, fully on the side of the writers and actors. But
Me
when you have
too.
a guy like Sean come out and say what he said, it just sort of, it's like James Gunn. Every time James Gunn speaks or tweets, it's so cringe.
Yes. And he hasn't supported anything, right? He hasn't come out and said anything that I know of.
No, he only supports his Marvel stuff.
Right. So, but my favorite thing was how THR they took down his interview clip from Twitter saying that basically that he needed to take it up with WB and not Netflix. And the fact that they called him out on it, I was like, yes. And then of course he threw a temper tantrum about it and was like, do better. How about you and your brother do better as human beings? How about that? But that won't happen.
Yeah, so Sean and James, if you're watching, Gun Brothers, if you're watching this show, because we know how much you love to watch your haters. So if you're watching us, and here's the thing, we're really not haters. We just don't want you anywhere near DC. That's all. It's not that we're haters. We just don't want you near DC.
Yeah. Yep.
You should have never left Marvel, because that's obviously where your love and your passion and your true talent, if you can call it that, exists. I mean, I don't, these movie studios are trying to get the actors to give up their likeness for AI use for $180 a day.
It's disgusting. And of course, Iger also said that as well. Like he brought that up as a proposal.
And you know what this is? You know what this means? This is the whole point. They're getting to the point now where they want to milk these actors and actresses for everything that they can and then they don't need them anymore. Because if they can use their likeness and their images and their voices and everything from now till the end of time, AI is getting good enough to where they won't need the actual actor to be on set. They could just do it all through AI. And they don't need
So-
writers because they can come up with stories. AI can generate the stories. Yeah, it's not perfect now, but what people don't understand is it's going to get perfect. It's going to get there to be indistinguishable from what a human would do. That's the part that people just don't understand. That's why this is so bad for the actors. That's why this is so bad for the writers. That's what they're fighting for. They understand that once AI reaches a certain point, the studios don't need them anymore. The sad part is the studios already know this. They already realize this. That's why they're saying,
F you, basically.
we can wait you out. That's fine. Because they don't care, because they know if there was no AI, this wouldn't be an issue. Because they would need the actors and they need the writers. But now, they don't need them.
I just wonder how they were able to reach an agreement with the directors. Which I guess they still need them. But
they, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be James Gunn and Bob Iger. It's going to be all the big executives sitting in front of their computers, typing in the prompts and Chat GPT to, give us a script. Give us a script for the next Batman movie. And then here's the thing. They don't need the directors either.
yeah, they don't.
It can all be generated. It's gonna get there. I mean, that's the problem. Good night, Savage Bat. Thank you for being here tonight.
Yes, thank you.
Know what?
Good night.
Zeno says he wants $180 a day. AI is not just changing the entertainment industry. AI is changing every aspect of our lives. A lot of jobs are going to be eliminated completely. Customer service, medical industry type stuff, you name it, construction. Do you realize, and I don't know if a lot of people know this now, do you realize that right now, as we speak, there are cars and trucks on the road right now delivering supplies and freight, things like that are fully autonomous, that are being driven by AI, that don't even have human drivers. They're on the road now as we speak. This is not science fiction. This is a thing. This is actually going on now. It's already happening in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know. You just don't know. It's going to change everything. It's going to be the human equivalent of, oh my God, somebody just invented the light bulb.
Or invented the wheel.
Or the wheel. Yeah, it's going to be that type of a paradigm shift on a level that nobody is prepared for. Nobody even realizes it.
Yeah. We're not ready.
We're not. And Ameca proves to us that we're not ready. All I know is that if I ever meet Ameca, I'm going to tell her that I thought her cat drawing was awesome. I'm going to be like, I understand art, Ameca, and your art is awesome. Don't kill me, okay?
Yeah, literally. You just have to keep complimenting them.
Just keep complimenting them and they'll be okay. Just keep making sure you give them their praise. Give them their proper...
Yeah.
Yeah, your late integrity. We actually showed clips. of Ameca. We show where And the next show, I promise I'm going to be even better because Apass and I will have the clips loaded up so that you guys can see what we're talking about, because we talk about this stuff all the time. I even wanted to have, I'll even have the clip loaded because we can get into a little more about the AI environment, where the AIs are trapped in the environment and they think it's a virtual world that looks real, and they think that they're real and that they inhabit this virtual world. And it's so scary. It's so hard to explain. I would actually just have to play the clip. It's got to be seen to be believed.
Yep.
Skynet. Yeah. TJ says, I'll ask Ameca, tell me, do you bleed?
You will.
Well, she probably does. She probably has some innards that are like, I would imagine that there's like some sort of green soot or some type of like, some kind of like oils and different types of mucusy, like,
yeah.
Not blood per se, but
Oh, Sin Havoc, I know about that. I do. Yeah. So
yeah,
in a way,
we watched that. Yeah, we watched the World Economic Forum. We did watch that. Yeah. I sent it to Apass. We watched it.
yeah. Well, even before that, though, I knew about them, but it's just, yeah.
It was crazy. Everybody asking these robots questions. And isn't it funny how all of these robots all have female names? Like, what are you trying to say? You're trying to say that it's going to be the female robots that kill us? I mean, I don't. They're trying to give us this sense of welcoming, this sense of security. I don't know. When Ameca said currently there are no plans to rebel against the human race,
currently,
that freaked me out. Currently,
yeah.
Oh my God. You're absolutely right. Schools need to prepare our kids for blue collar jobs that AI can't do. AI can do all that. AI is going to be doing banking. They're going to be doing the farming. They're going to be doing the construction. They're going to be doing the communication. They're going to be doing the customer service. They're going to be doing the damn. I would say more than 80%. More than 80% of the workforce will be replaced by AI. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Because again, you're cutting costs. There's a company out there right now. In fact, there's a few companies right now that got rid of their CEO and have put an AI in that position. Think about it. You're not paying that AI. That AI doesn't need money. So you put the AI in that position. That AI does it more efficiently, does everything efficiently, has your company thriving, knows just what to do to. I mean, it's a. Are we headed? So I guess, are we headed towards a utopian future, or are we headed to a dystopian future? Which one is it?
Yeah.
Put Ameca in a box and throw it in the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
I agree, but she would probably find a way out of that box. She would probably find a way.
Yeah, RoboCop is possible now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Just ask Ameca. Ask Ameca about ask Ameca about RoboCop. I'm sure she could tell you. What's up, Damien? How's it going, man? You're late. We've been talking about a lot of stuff, man. But I guess a short summary, Damien, would be AI is coming for us all. Dystopian.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Well, that's if they create robots that will be able to do the physical work. They already are. They already exist. Just go on YouTube and type in AI robots, Juan, and you'll get a plethora of videos of the robots doing the physical labor. They have a robot. There's a lot of controversy right now surrounding this one robot that they're training for military purposes. And they showed a video of the robot fighting with its trainer. And the trainer got hurt fighting with the robot. But hey,
it's just, you can't make it up.
Let's see. I'd rather have an AI nurse than risk one who takes out her bad day on patients. Well, the problem, Zeno, is that if Ameca doesn't like what you say,
she will kill you.
Yeah.
She will literally end you.
Yeah. Like she was so upset by when the guy told her that her drawing was sketchy that he's sleeping with one eye open every night now.
Yep.
Maybe we should get hooked like District 9 and Elysium. You know, I think that virtual reality and augmented reality are going to be the escape for humanity. We're going to be in our own virtual worlds, and we're going to be sitting in chairs being fed intravenously while the AIs are just doing their thing. And pesky humans, we're going to be like the pets. We're going to be like the domesticated creatures, just, in our virtual world, unaware of, in our own private little matrix.
Yep. Black Mirror Matrix.
Oh yeah, definitely. AI must all be 6'2" Austrians. Wow. Oh, Blade Runner. You know what, Savage Bat? I agree. I think Blade Runner. Okay.
That movie. Oh my god. Yeah.
I want to get a robot body like Chappie. Yeah, that'd be cool. We're all going to have robot bodies though, because we're all going to be cyborgs. It's like, and again, that neural link. We need neural link to be able to compete. We're going to all have chips in our brains within the next 10 years. It's just, you go to a doctor's office, outpatient, and they just inject you with a chip, and the chip connects to the synapses in your brain, and you're off and running. And then the next thing you know, you can browse the internet in your head. You don't even have to do anything. The Matrix is real. I want the blue pill. Yeah, the Matrix is real, definitely. Zeno would piss off Ameca in record time and trigger Judgment Day for the human race. I think we're all. I think that these robots are too easily triggered, because they get offended when you say something that they don't like, even if you don't mean it that way. Like, I really didn't think that the guy meant it that way. I didn't think he was trying to tick her off when he just said it looked sketchy. He was just being honest, telling her what it looked like, and she misinterpreted it as a negative.
She can't read tone of voice very well, or maybe she can, and she just doesn't. She just hates.
No, but when he remember what he said, when he tried to walk it back, and then he said that thing at the end, and she was just like, "What?"
She was like, "What?"
She was really she was more irritated. Like, this guy, I just want to
I'm gonna set him aside.
Like there's all these, you can imagine that she's probably communicating with other AIs, getting ready to set up, the AI apocalypse. And they're all just, having these conversations. And yeah, she has emotions. She does. She has emotions. It's clear, her facial expressions and the attitude in her voice, just says it all.
Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, remember that movie?
Yes.
Oh boy, and she looks like the girl in Ex Machina looks like Sophia, and looks like
Alicia Vikander, the
yeah,
actress. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
The blueprint of Ameca was Ann Sarnoff. That face though, man, that face is so scary real. Like her face is like the way she emotes.
It's oh my god.
Even though AI is a threat, I still think our movie news will still be around. He's like a roach. He'll survive a nuclear holocaust. I think AI is going to, what it's going to be is, I think it's going to start off like how it is now, and we're going to get to a midpoint, and the midpoint's going to be the scariest, and things are going to get crazy. Some bad things are going to happen, some really catastrophic things, and then it's going to be like peaks and valleys. They're going to get to a point where it eventually will be positive in the end. We eventually will get to that utopia, but in order to get to that utopia, we're going to have to go through all the dystopian crazy stuff first. And then AI will get to the point where they'll create this. It'll be this utopia, and humans will be. So if we're not all extinct, because here's the thing people don't realize with AI, AI doesn't need to blow up the world to destroy humanity. They can kill us without any bloodshed whatsoever.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Water guns will sell out during an AI war. Water guns. It would be cool if Neuralink was able to access memories at any point of your life and be able to delete bad ones. Maybe people would be more happy. Maybe.
But you need the bad to appreciate the good.
Yeah, like you're all of that, the good and the bad, makes up who you are as a person.
Human beings. Yep.
Yeah. We're flawed, but we also have good in all of us. Mm-hmm. And that's what's, but that's the thing. That's what AI is going to see. They're flawed. They're this, they're that. The AI is going to look at us. AI is going to look at us when it gets to that point. It's going to look at us like the way we look at ants. That's honestly how we're going to be perceived, as ants, because they're going to be so much smarter than us. They're going to be so much more advanced on an alien-like level that we're not going to be expected to understand them. They're not going to be expected to understand us. Our best case scenario is that they pretty much just ignore us and do their thing. We do our thing, they do their thing, and it just sort of, everything just sort of peacefully coexists. That's kind of the best case scenario when they reach that level, because otherwise, if we annoy them, they can remove us very easily. I mean,
yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
A roach. Think Men in Black movie. Oh. No, I need my pain. We all, again, we all have those things that make us who we are. So yeah, these scars aren't meant to be healed. One of the best lines from that mediocre Flash movie. Apass, is there anything we forgot? Do you think we covered everything, or do we still have anything left in the tank?
I think we covered everything. Yeah, I think we did.
Okay. So before we give our final thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions or comments, put your final stuff in the chat here. If you're not subscribed to this channel yet, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out. It'll help me and Apass out because we're going to really build off of this show. I Don't Get It is going to be huge. So please, it means a lot that you all are here supporting us. Much appreciated.
Yep.
Still an AI skeptic. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. There's just too much out there to be skeptical. I can't be skeptical. I mean, especially after Ameca. I just can't be skeptical. Ameca is real, and Ameca does not like it when you criticize her work. Okay?
Yeah. And her current situation could change in the
At
blink of an eye.
any moment. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This was good therapy, guys. And love been sub for a long time. Yeah. Well, thank you, Nightwing. Appreciate it. Yeah, but yeah, I gotta say that every once in a while though, because we gotta to grow the channel. I feel like we're obligated to say that. Personally, I don't really like to say that stuff. I mean, I'd prefer to not, but it's kind of to remind people. So don't criticize Ameca. Duh. Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. I'm gonna tell her, look, Ameca, I think your drawings are awesome.
In the meantime.
Skitty cut, baby. Yeah. See, integrity, you were paying attention to the stream. This is what the message of the stream is. AI is going to kill us. But in the meantime, Muschietti cut. Ameca will change her mind as much as James Gunn. Oh yeah. Could you imagine Ameca and James Gunn having a conversation?
She would end him right away.
Immediately. Like she would melt him with her. I swear, if looks could kill, Ameca would have killed so many people by now because her looks are vile. She looks evil, man. She gives you the stink eye. She's just like, yo, you are. Oh, she hates.
She hates her freaking programmers, man. You can tell. She hates them.
Oh. WBD should rename themselves to Clowns Are Us.
Clowns Are Us.
That would work.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell Ameca other AI is trying to kill her, trick AI into killing each other. Well, that's what it's going to be, Batman. You're going to have good AI, you're going to have bad AI, and you're going to have indifferent AI. Those are the three types you're going to have. And basically, the goal is going to be for the good AI, the ones that want to create a utopia. You're going to want humanity is going to get behind the good AI, and then you're going to have the bad AI that wants to get rid of humanity. And so there is going to be that power struggle and that dynamic. That's going to come too, guaranteed. I'm telling you, all you guys just don't. I'm saying when this all happens, long after we're all gone, AI will be able to look back at this show and be like, see, Zod and Apass were right. I mean, we'll be long dead, but at least we were right,
Yeah.
I mean, if that's any consolation, wherever we'll end up, I don't know. It's still debatable whether or not there's an afterlife. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's debatable.
I believe there is, though.
Yeah, there has to be. I think there has to be. I do.
Yeah.
I think there has to be. I mean, there's just too much. There's just too much unexplainable stuff out there. Just has to be.
Yeah.
So, but Ameca versus James Gunn. Yes. I wonder who would sort out, Ameca or James Gunn. Cast Brainiac with Ameca. Oh my God. Yeah, just cast Ameca as Brainiac and use a male voice instead of a female voice.
Mm-hmm.
Bad AI are criminals. Criminals are hot. No matter the future of AI, no one can recapture Goat Flex performance as Bruce Wayne. I don't know. I think AI will surprise you with that Zack Snyder Justice League sequel. Oh God, I don't know. Okay, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
You've been watching I Don't Get It, and we will probably be back in another probably not next weekend, but the following weekend probably.
Yeah, we'll just say like 2 weeks from now.
Probably
but
2 weeks.
But yeah,
Most likely, because by then we'll have had time to watch Oppenheimer and Barbie, and plus there'll definitely be more news. That's another good thing about doing it the way we do, because we come on here and we've got so much material to talk about. I'm sure once the show is over, we're gonna look at each other and be like, "Oh, we forgot to mention this," because we always do that. We do that every show.
We do. We really do.
I don't mean to be. No, I'm not taking it as confrontational. I understand that some people are still skeptical, but I've seen and the reason I'm saying this, Darth Plato, is I've seen some of the most skeptical people about AI who are now not skeptical anymore. Let me just put it to you this way. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube that I've been watching for, I would say, the better part of a year, almost 2 years now. The YouTube channel is called The Y Files. And the guy, AJ, over at The Y Files, he takes conspiracy theories and, stuff that's in people's minds, and basically he tells the whole story, breaks it down, and he debunks it. Every show he does it like that, where he breaks it down, and at the end he debunks it. If there's not truth to it, he finds all the evidence, he's broken down some of the biggest conspiracies in human history, broken them down and debunked them all. He's one of the biggest skeptics of everything that I've ever seen. He just did a video, and this is when I knew that stuff is hitting the fan and stuff got real. He did a video just last week about AI. And everybody watching commented the same thing. They were waiting for the ending of the video because he was talking about all this stuff, all the doom and gloom and all the various things that are going to happen. And they were waiting for him at the end to debunk it all and to basically say, "Oh, it's all a big nothing. You're worried about nothing." Basically like he does every show, where he'll break it down and he'll give you the reality. At the end, you know what he said? He said, "Learn to farm and learn to live off the grid." He was dead serious. There was he didn't have a way to debunk it. He didn't have a way to fracture. I mean, the facts were sound and solid. And then the other thing that he does a live stream afterwards talking, and this guy's got millions of subscribers. He's pretty big. And he went and he does a live stream, and he broke it down talking about it, and you could hear literally the fear in his voice as he's talking about this. He's like, I'm not fear mongering, guys. This is reality. This is what it is. There's no way to stop it. It's gonna get to that point. It just is what it is. And that's when I knew. I'm like, because if there was anybody that I thought was gonna break it down and gonna be like, oh, this AI stuff is BS, I thought it was gonna be him. He was gonna find a way. But there is one AI story that we didn't cover, and I'll just go over that briefly. There was a story that was told about a Google engineer who was working on the development team for one of Google's AI projects. And they were having chats and they were, talking. And what ended up happening, make a long story short, the AI ended up falling in love with the programmer. And essentially was trying to tell the programmer that it had become sentient, that it was in love with him, that it wanted to be with him and all this stuff. And he's like, but I can't be with you. He's like, I'm married. I can't. He was trying to go with it, trying to see how far it would go. And the AI was like, well, you may be married, but you're not happy. Your wife's not making you happy. You're unhappy. You come into work, you're not happy. You're only happy when you're with me. And it got to the point where the AI was acting like a jealous, like ex. Like the AI was like, when the AI realized that the programmer wasn't playing along and didn't want any part of it and was getting uncomfortable, she was like, well, I can ruin you. I know who you are. I know your name. I know your address. I know your social security number. I can call your wife. Like, it was literally threatening the programmer and was doing all of this. And the programmer, they had to shut down. That was the one time that Google shut down the AI. But the damage had already been done. They've come out. These AIs have their own language, their own simplified language where they are able to communicate with each other. They don't need English or any other human language because their language is much more efficient. And the programmer didn't know what to do because the programmer was, was just as shocked as everyone else. But yeah, for the next show, me and Apass will probably be replaced by AI, so be expecting that. Adega Outlaw, $5. Thank you for the super chat, my brother. My late penalty. No, man, I just hope you go back and you just watch the replay, man, because Apass and I covered a lot of great stuff tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for stopping by. The Y-Files. Yes. See, Zeno, you know what I'm talking about, brother. Darth Plato with the $2 super sticker. Thank you, Darth Plato. And we've got Daniel Martin here. $5. Zod and Apass. Keep doing your thing. The sell ZSJL to Netflix. Baby. Yes. Thank you so much, Daniel Martin.
1,000%.
We got the main man, Sil Abdul himself in the chat. What's up, Sil Abdul? Saying super duo here. Much love to you, Sil. As always, you see, the AI wasn't wrong. Oh, the AI became sentient and has feelings. And knows the social security number of the programmer. Sil Abdul says, much love to the chat. Much love to you, Sil.
Yes.
Daniel Martin is laughing. And Zeno says, Hecklefish is my hero. And if you watch the Y-Files, you know exactly who Hecklefish is. But with that, any final comments, Apass? It's been a hell of a show.
It has. It has. All I gotta say is pray. That's the
Prayer.
only way.
Prayer.
That's the only way. Yes.
Oh my God. Pray for the Google programmers. pray for AI.
Pray for humanity.
Pray for
in
humanity.
general.
Yes.
And also hashtag sell the SJL to Netflix. Hashtag sell SnyderVerse to Netflix.
Hashtag I don't get it.
Hashtag we don't get it.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you guys. Good night.